The next question, everything including Vimukha souls, conditioned souls, everything including conditioned souls in the material world, or be it Jnanis trying to temporarily merge into the Brahma Jyoti and so on, called by incomplete, misleading philosophy of Shankaracharya, or be it all the liberated, loving, devotional, servitor souls of spiritual realm, including all other higher Shaktis like Hladini, etc. So basically, Krishna, who is controlling all of his energies, Samvid, Hladini, Maya, Jiva, etc., eternally doing loving devotional service exchanges and self-realization, everything is being, what is the question? To exist, no, I don't get it. Okay, because of him, we all souls also cannot lose individuality. Why he himself loses his own supreme individuality? Where Krishna loses his individuality? Krishna never loses his individuality. Krishna is eternally individual. Krishna is Krishna eternally. So, I don't know, but the question is not clear. Anyway, Krishna doesn't lose his individuality. We also don't lose our individuality. Krishna says in the second chapter of the Bhagavad-gita, Natvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadipaha nacha iva nabhavishyamaha sarve vayamata param. This is what Krishna told Arjuna in the Bhagavad-gita. Natveva aham jatu nasam. Krishna said, there was never a point of time in the past when I did not exist. Nasam natvam. There was never a point of time in the past when you did not exist. He is telling Arjuna. Natvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadipaha. Not only you and me, there are so many kings who are assembled in this battlefield of Kurukshetra. There was never a point of time when each of them did not exist. Nachaiva nabhavishyamaha sarve vayamata param. Nor shall there be a point of time, any time in the future, when all of us will cease to be. What does this mean? Krishna is saying in the past there was no time when you, I and all these people did not exist. And present anyway, all of us are existing. There is no question about that. And no time in the future also will be there when we will cease to exist. When we will not be there. That means we will always remain individuals. In the past also, eternally we have been individuals. We are individuals now. We will continue our individuality all time into the future. Even after we get liberated, our individuality is not destroyed. It will remain as it is. That is why Krishna says further in the Bhagavad-gita, Mama ivamso jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. Jivabhuta, all the living entities are sanatana, eternally, mama iva amshaha. They are eternally part and parcel of Krishna. That means the living entities are sanatana, they are eternal, their individuality cannot be destroyed. So if the small Jivatma's individuality cannot be destroyed, how Krishna's individuality can be destroyed? He is Vibhu Atma, we are Anu Atma. Therefore, we have to understand individuality of Krishna, individuality of the Jiva can never be destroyed. And that is why Krishna in the second chapter of the Bhagavad-gita tells in so many ways. Krishna says that Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, nachainam kledayantyapo, nasoshayati marutaha. What does this mean? Krishna says you cannot cut it with a weapon, you cannot burn it with fire, you cannot dry it with air, you cannot wet it with water. The living entity cannot be affected by anything like this. Means the living entity is imperishable. Avinashitu tadviddi yena sarvamidam tatam. Vinasham avyayasyasya nakaschit kartum arhati. So what does this mean? Krishna says the living entity is imperishable. The living entity is avinashi, it cannot be destroyed. That means its individuality cannot be destroyed. And the living entity is avyaya. It will never undergo change. So, if I say that today I am an individual, but when I become liberated, individuality will not be there. What does that mean? That means Jiva undergoes transformation, which is against the teachings of the Bhagavad-gita. That means the Jiva got destroyed. Atma is getting destroyed. But Krishna is saying, Avinashi, the Atma cannot be destroyed. Therefore, if Atma cannot be destroyed, if Atma is eternally a living entity, individual living entity, then Paramatma also will retain his individuality eternally. This is the understanding that we get from the Bhagavad-gita. So, there is no question of Krishna losing his individuality, neither we will lose our individuality. Okay?